Hi, I'm Pete Pantuso with the American Bus Association. You've probably seen that the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration has come out with a new Notice of Proposed Rulemaking, or NPRM, related to lease and interchange requirements. The lease and interchange rule was put into effect in 2015, and the motor coach industry was not happy with it. We are pleased that the proposed changes in the NPRM are a positive step forward. Under the proposed changes, the NPRM proposes to extend the compliance date to January of 2021. Now, this extension is only a proposal. The current compliance date is still in effect and goes into effect in January of 2019. That's why it's so important that you respond to the NPRM and send your comments in to FMCSA. Under the proposed rule would exclude motor coach companies that are active passenger carriers with operating authority with FMCSA. These carriers would be known as authorized carriers. The leases between authorized carriers under the NPRM, the assignment of responsibility for regulatory compliance, and the liability will not change. The proposed rule restores the former rule's marking requirements to what was in place prior to the rule in 2015, before the rule was enacted. The proposed rule also removes the 24-hour notification requirement for customers who are chartering a bus. You no longer have to notify the customers that they will be receiving a bus from a different company. Also, under the proposed rule, the NPRM would revise the definition of lease to exclude contracts or agreements. Newly created through the NPRM would be Subpart G. Subpart G will now contain the motor coach leasing requirements or agreements involving non-authorized carriers. Also under Subpart G, carriers who are operating under the 48-hour emergency requirements may postpone writing a lease agreement. However, they must carry documentation with specific requirements that are outlined in the rules. And finally, under Subpart G, the financial leases are also explicitly excluded from the leasing requirements. The short version is that the NPRM is mostly to the liking of the motor coach industry and reverts to the pre-rule status, back the way things were in 2015. But you should always have written contracts between carriers when you're doing business with one another. It's just a good business practice. You need to respond to the FMCSA and to this NPRM by the deadline. And if you'd like to participate in a call, ABA is having a conference call with its members October 10th at 2 p.m. to talk about the new lease and interchange proposal in the NPRM. Just go to our website, buses.org, to find details on how to participate. Thank you very much, and thank you for being an ABA member.